announcement of the recipients of this round of funding for our community land trust. The trust fund has collected more than $60 million since its inception, and we've supported affordable housing needs throughout Baltimore City with these funds. Everything from home ownership opportunities, rental assistance, and pandemic response. Today's announcement is specific to the Community Land Trust movement, and we're excited to announce new awards today.
We are here to announce another round of funding awards. The trust fund came about because of the will of the voters. The trust fund itself is community-led, community-driven, and it is here because of the people of Baltimore. Everyone fought for and approved the charter amendment to create the trust fund. And I think that one of the great things that we have all done, and so many of you that are in this room have done, is that since the fund's inception, is that it has moved to support the community land trust movement in the city of Baltimore. And I cannot emphasize how important the community land trust movement and all of you here today are to our housing goals and creating an economically and equitable, just Baltimore. Since its inception in 2019, the Affordable Housing Trust Fund has approved over $8 million to the community land trusts in Baltimore, supporting over 13 affordable housing projects and more than 120 units of affordable housing. And today, we are making the announcement for the largest single funding announcement we have made the Community Land Trust so far. We are announcing awards today that are worth $3.8 million. You have my commitment as Commissioner of Housing to continue that work, to continue the partnership, and to continue to provide homeownership opportunities, rental opportunities for long-term affordability within the city of Baltimore that we know is foundational to building Black wealth in our city, to righting and right-sizing the wrongs of the past.
It really is my honor to be here today for the announcement of these important awards. And I'll start just by thanking the Community Land Trust in the room again for your important work. What you all do in creating permanently affordable housing is at the heart of our equitable neighborhood development, and it plays a major role in helping to narrow the wealth inequity gap in our city. And many people always ask me about all of the factors that lead to disarray in community, violence in communities. And I always tell folks, if you come to and grow up in a neighborhood where you know just because you were born there and the way that you look, that your wealth is tainted and your ceiling is impressed upon you as this low, this is what we get. So what you all are doing is help us to show people there is a much better way and that they can obtain that generational wealth for them and their families. You are stabilizing neighborhoods and providing opportunity, which adds to the vitality of our communities. I would like to also thank the Affordable Housing Trust Fund for the work that went into making sure these funds were available and reviewing the applications. I know that was a tough job. I'm glad it wasn't me. Whenever I talk about community land trust, I underscore that we are talking about community stewardship of the land, and that is no small order or feat. Shared resources for community prosperity is work centered on the people instead of profit. That same work contributes to the overall well-being of our communities, which far goes beyond providing much-needed long-term affordable housing. This is about community power and self-determination, and we are empowering areas of high risk that have seen decades and generations of disinvestment. I am very pleased that Baltimore is a partner in helping to create a path for this work through our Affordable Housing Trust Fund. Even though we put our trust fund dollars to work in a lot of ways, this community land trust work is some of the work that I'm proudest of. And so thank you all for being true partners and for the work that you are doing. Our announcement today includes first-time operating funding support. The number one concern we often hear from our nonprofit partners is the need for working capital to sustain day-to-day operations. And let's not kid ourselves, day-to-day operations of any organization are a lot harder today than they were in this time in 2020 or before. Our first award announcement of $100,000 in operating support is for Charm City Community Land Trust. These funds are going to help scale operations and develop capacity for their work primarily in the East Baltimore neighborhood of McKeltry Park, a neighborhood that Khalil and I spent many, many nights walking around as members of 300 men marched together to prevent violence. Congratulations, everybody. We are announcing, drumroll again, $100,000 in operating support for Harbor West Collaborative Affordable Housing Land Trust. Thank you for your support in the neighborhoods of Lakeland, Mount Wine, St. Paul, and West Fork. Congratulations. Next, we have multiple awards for the South Baltimore Community Land Trust. So we have $100,000 in operating support and $750,000 in capital funding to support the acquisition and development of 10 affordable housing units. South Baltimore Community Land Trust is utilizing a buyer's choice model where the grant funds will be used for rehab and as a subsidy for down payment assistance. This work will help preserve affordability in South Baltimore. Congratulations. And last, but certainly not least, we have multiple awards for the Northeast Housing Initiative, as we call it in Northeast Baltimore, NEHI. NEHI is being awarded $100,000 in operating support, $900,000 in capital funding to support 12 community land trust properties in the 4x4 neighborhood for home ownership, $750,000 in capital to support 15 community land trust rental properties, and $1 million to support NEHI's Home Buyers Choice Program, allowing eligible homeowners to purchase a home anywhere in Baltimore City. A total of $2.7 million to support your continued work. Congratulations. We're going to continue making resources available through the Affordable Housing Trust Fund to continue to expand this incredible work. I want to invite you all to continue this journey with us because we are just at the beginning portion of this journey. Share in what we're doing, that we're sharing the joy with Baltimore residents as they become homeowners and make their dreams a reality for them and their families. Thank you all for joining us today, but more importantly, thank you for believing in Baltimore and the work that you do each and every day to impact and change lives. Thank you.